This week from Crumbl Cookies, Kevin and I are going to be trying the chocolate sprinkle, the cranberry white chip featuring ocean spray. There's a mystery cookie this week. Our mystery cookie is oatmeal raisin. And then we have a salted caramel cheesecake, a pumpkin pie, and a maple cinnamon roll. Okay, so we're going to try what I think would be the plainest cookie first. This is chocolate sprinkle. It's a chocolate cookie with chocolate sprinkles. It doesn't get much simpler than that. It looks good.
Looks almost like a brownie.
It's dark, but it does have a lot of chocolate sprinkles on it. Thank you very much. I love the texture of it. Mm-hmm. It's not a very sweet cookie at all. I mean, like...
No, it's very brownie-like.
I don't think it's as sweet as a brownie.
Yeah, even most brownies would be sweeter. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's got a good texture, like a warm brownie.
I love the texture. The texture's nice. There's a little like a shell on the top. Mm-hmm. And I think it probably helps to have all those sprinkles on there. It helps it form that shell. Mm-hmm. But I do love the texture. But this is probably, out of all the Crumbl cookies we've ever reviewed, this is probably the least sweet cookie I've ever had from them.
Yeah, it tastes very cocoa-like.
It's almost devoid of any sugar at all.
I mean, cocoa powder.
It's just not sweet.
Yeah.
I do like the texture.
I do have to say it's not like, I mean, it's got a little bit of dark chocolate bitterness to it, but it's not bitter. It's just not sweet either.
Yeah, I'm not getting any bitterness from it. It tastes like chocolate, but it's like unsweetened chocolate. Yeah. It's just not sweet.
It's not even as sweet as a semi-sweet chocolate chip.
Absolutely not. No, it's just not a sweet cookie. Right. So if you don't want an overly sweet cookie, there you go. Okay, number 2, we're gonna try the Cranberry White Chip featuring ocean spray. And now, oh, it looks good. Kevin and I did that review where we reviewed all the different cranberry sauces, and we had the ocean spray. Now we can say we've had ocean spray cranberry sauce. So awesome. A cookie containing vanilla, ocean spray craisins, and white cookie drops. And this is thick, like thick.
I tell you what, you really get the white chocolate chips in there.
That is really good.
It is. I'm kind of disappointed that the cranberries didn't, the raisins or whatever they're called. Craisins. I'm kind of disappointed those didn't come through more. I was hoping that you'd get that little tart, like cranberry flavor. I would have never known there was cranberries in there. I
wouldn't either. That's just the truth.
No. It tastes like a really sweet white chocolate chip cookie. Mm-hmm. It's excellent. I love it.
It's wonderful. It's a 5 out of 5 cookie. Yeah. I talked about how I like the texture of that first one, the chocolate one. It's no comparison to this one because this is so much thicker and this has chunks in it. Mm-hmm. So
and they're kind of melty kind of chunks, so they're really soft.
But even you would expect to get maybe a little bit of a tug from those craisins, and you don't. No, I truly believe if you were blindfolded, you would say, "Oh, that's a nice white chocolate cookie." I really don't think you would ever know that those were in there.
Yeah, I don't know, because there's plenty in there. I mean, you can see.
Oh yeah, they did a really good job putting them in there. Yeah, and I love the idea of it. You just don't taste them. I guess you would have had to have put a lot more to be.
A lot more, or I don't know, maybe have your cookie be less flavorful.
I'm telling you, that's the thing. The Crumbl cookie did a good job with their on the cookie side, you know. Yeah. So it's a wonderful cookie. This one, believe it or not, I don't think we've ever tried this one from Crumbl.
Not just a regular oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal raisin. Oatmeal cookie with raisins. I could not find. I did a search because it's like I don't remember that. And this is our mystery cookie of the week.
that's nice. They didn't put they put a little bit of cinnamon in there, but it's not overpowering cinnamon.
Now see, those raisins, you get the texture of them. There's a difference. There's a...
like a chewiness almost.
Yeah, it's a chewy, almost juicy, like little texture from those raisins.
Yeah. And the texture is different. You get a flavor of them as well. Yeah, that's why I was really surprised that you didn't get that cranberry, because cranberries are kind of have a little tartness to them, and you don't get that.
Not at all.
It's good. I like that rainbow raisin.
I do too. You get the oatmeal, you get the raisin, you get the cinnamon.
They're not super sweet, but they're not sweet either. They're kind of in the middle.
And there is a difference in the texture of the raisins. Like we said before, you really couldn't tell. I'm still going to choose, though, the Ocean Spray over this one.
I like
you are too? Just because, and I love oatmeal. But this one does have the different texture, whereas the other one's like your traditional cookie dough. This is genuinely a oatmeal dough. It's very oaty.
And just in case you don't know, on the app, if you wonder what your mystery cookie is in your area, on the app, if you touch the mystery cookie on the list, it'll pop up a map. And you just find it probably takes you to your location, and it tells you what the cookie is.
Okay.
Because I know some people...
If I have some thoughts on the mystery cookie, should I give them here or wait till the end of the video?
We can wait till the end if you want. I was just telling everybody while I'm on it that you can get
I definitely have some thoughts for Crumbl that I would like to pass on to Crumbl about the mystery cookie. So I don't want to forget
how they do it.
How they do it. I have some thoughts. That looks awesome. That is a thick cookie.
And the caramel is sticky.
This is the fourth one. This is Salted Caramel Cheesecake. Flavors include graham cracker, cheesecake frosting, caramel, and a touch of sea salt.
I was able to wipe that caramel off with my knife. That's good.
This is a cold cookie.
Tell you what, that caramel though is still very, stretchy. That is really good. You know what I'm impressed with? That they put the cheesecake frosting way out to the edges. And at least whoever made ours, they put the caramel way out too. So it's not like a little dollop of caramel in the middle, it's spread out as well. So pretty much even, I'm at the very edge and I'm still getting caramel and the cheesecake frosting. That's really good. And
you really taste the cheesecake frosting. I think...
Very sweet.
For me, the cheesecake frosting is the #1 for flavor. You get that, they could have put that on any kind of cookie base.
It would have been awesome.
And they do put them on. And the salt. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's got salt sprinkled on the top.
I got the salt while I was eating it and I was going to talk about it. But now as I'm talking, I've told you all in videos before, I love it when you get salt in your teeth and then it comes out later because it's like you're getting to enjoy that salt. That's what's happening right now is that salt is coming out. Love it.
Yeah, it's really good. And that cheesecake frosting is a little different than their cream cheese frosting.
It is.
A little bit different flavor.
I think it's stronger.
The cream cheese frosting is like my favorite. But that'd be a very close second because that's really, really good.
And the caramel is very, very, very sweet. So we've gone from one with almost no sweetness whatsoever to one that...
Overload.
Yeah, I get these comments that say, diabetes. That's the kind of comment that somebody be saying, that's a diabetes. Well, that's not how that works, but you get my meaning. Okay.
If you're diabetic, you probably would be getting a cookie like that.
No, but
doesn't cause it.
So the fifth one is pumpkin pie. A pie crust cookie, which this is an adorable cookie, by the way, just to look at it. It's adorable. A pie crust cookie with spiced pumpkin pie filling, a dollop of whipped cream with a dash of cinnamon. Ooh.
Stuck my finger
Kevin stuck his finger in it. Okay, here we go.
It does have the little like edge like a pie.
Now
that's pumpkin.
That, out of all their pumpkin cookies that we've ever had from Crumbl, that one is the most genuine. That's the most genuine pumpkin I've
That's like
had.
pureed pumpkin on the top.
That is genuine, for real pumpkin. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm not saying they don't use it in their other pumpkin cookies, but you don't taste it as pure
yeah, it
as
doesn't
you
come
do in
through
the...
like that. No, that tastes like you got a can of pumpkin puree and
Libby's.
Yeah, and put it in that, and then sprinkled some seasoning on top. Because really, the spices I just barely get. I get them, but just barely. Mostly, it's just pumpkin.
And let me say something else
I like
too.
pumpkin though.
We've had other like tart type cookies from them. This one is telling you that it has a pie crust. This is the most authentic like pie crust too that we've had.
Yeah, I mean it's still a cookie, but
it is, but it has as far as the texture. It literally has a thicker outer texture, that crispiness like you get from the end of the pie. And it's just really, really nice. Impressive.
If you like pumpkin, I think you'd love that. Because I really like it. I love pumpkin. Though.
Yeah, that's impressive. It tastes like pumpkin pie. I didn't think it would be that close, but it is.
Yeah, I wish the spice had been a little bit more in there, but that's a minor complaint.
Now, what does the bottom of this one look like?
Like a sugar cookie.
Oh, okay. So it's white. Well, I wondered because like the edge of that is white, and then
I think it's the sugar cookie like base with whatever that brown stuff is, like the cinnamon on top.
Well, I put this one last because when I opened up the box, I thought, oh Lord, that maple is so strong. I mean, that's what hit. I still smell it.
Yeah.
But that when you open the box, out of all these cookies, that's the smell that you're greeted with, is that's really strong maple. So I thought we have to save that for last.
Well, this is by far the biggest cookie around wise.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's really flattened out.
Maple cinnamon roll. A vanilla sugar cookie topped with cinnamon roll filling and swirled with maple frosting.
I love the sugary texture. That cinnamon roll filling on the top is very sugary, gritty kind of sugar crystal part. Maple's pretty strong.
The maple's very strong, but I agree with you about that layer. There's like so you get your base cookie, but then what I didn't notice when I was holding it up for you all, that whole dark part under the frosting, all that is that cinnamon sugar. And it's like packed in.
Yeah, it's like it's like they put it on top and it's baked and it's got like a crust on it, like a sugary crust. It's really good. Some people might not like that maple. I don't mind it. It doesn't come across as chemical or artificial to me. It could get there. Like it's up there, but it's not quite there for me yet.
I think it goes really well with that the cinnamon.
Yeah.
And I'm really impressed that they have changed the whole texture of that cookie by adding that cinnamon sugar to the top.
It's like a sugar glaze.
Yeah, it's delicious. I am truly very impressed with this week's cookies. I really, really am.
Yeah, the only one that was kind of lackluster was the chocolate. But if you're looking for one that's not a super sweet cookie, then the chocolate was the one to get.
That would be the one I would not get again. I would never get that one again. Chocolate cookie with chocolate. It's called chocolate sprinkle. It's just, if I want a dessert, if I want a cookie, I want something sweet. I'm going for a sweet cookie. And there's just no sweetness in it. But now, it's going to be hard to say. I think the two sweetest ones are the last one, the maple,
and the caramel. The cheesecake.
They're very, very, very sweet.
Yeah,
Which one do you think is the sweetest?
Probably the caramel cheesecake.
I'm going to say that one too.
Yeah.
But
because the maple kind of counteracts some of the sweetness.
Tell you what,
that
maple and the maple cinnamon roll, it is over the top sweet too.
It's very good. The cranberry one was really sweet.
Okay, now this is a horrible question. I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with them. It's hard to decide.
If you had to pick one?
If you only had the money for one.
Me personally, which one would I get? It would get the caramel cheesecake.
Okay.
However, if you really like pumpkin, The pumpkin pie is excellent. It's very, very good. If you're looking for just a white chocolate chip cookie, then the cranberry one's good. You're just not going to get that cranberry flavor.
I'm wanting to pick them for different reasons. Like for the texture, like I love the texture of the last one, that maple cinnamon roll.
The gritty sugar.
I love that gritty sugar texture, and it's so sweet. But then if I'm going by flavors and I'm going to pick the Ocean Spray one because it has that chunky, it's a thick chunky cookie and it has a really, even though you don't taste the craisins at all, it has a really good flavor, so I'm going to pick that one this week.
Even though oatmeal raisin's really, really good, it's just more simpler than the other ones.
I like every single one of these for different reasons.
Yeah, they're all excellent.
Except for the chocolate one. The chocolate one's it's just not for me because it's not sweet.
Well, people have been saying they want they want some chocolate cookies in the mix. So here's your chocolate cookie. It's disappointing, but it's there.
It's there. There's no sweetness. Why would you want that? But
some people would.
Okay, my thoughts about the mystery cookie.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts. I think that's fine that Crumbl does the mystery cookie. But somewhere on their website, I would like a list of every single cookie they have with all the
Or they've ever had.
That they've ever had. Yeah, ever. Have a whole gallery. All the cookies they've ever had. All the nutritional information and the ingredients
and the description.
The description. Thank you. The description. And leave them up all the time. And that way you're eliminating a job for somebody else to do anyway. And you could still highlight those. You could still every week, you still on that front page could have these are the cookies of the week because I like that too. But then have it somewhere where you click on a tab and it goes to all the cookies we've ever had, because I'll tell you why. Because this week, that oatmeal raisin, we had a heck of a time finding a picture. I always put pictures at the end of the video for you all. And before on the mystery cookies, what I've had to do is go to my old videos just to steal my own picture back from ones that I've taken and get the nutritional information. Well, this week there's not going to be any nutritional information at all, and no nutritional information and no ingredients.
It might be posted now, but it wasn't.
It wasn't when I looked for it. Yeah, for the oatmeal raisin, I doubt it because everybody's is going to be different.
That's true.
And they only put on there what everybody has. Yeah. So for me, as someone who, and other people care too. You'd be surprised at how many people want to look at those ingredients. They want to look at those calories. That should be available all the time because I'm not going to be able to give you all that. I don't have that information because it's not available, and it needs to be.
It's hard to find any cookie on there if it's not a weekly cookie.
Yes. So a place on there where they just list them all, that would be nice. Yeah. That would be
my side comment. I got two side comments to that. My side comment to that is the website. I hate it when websites say, "Oh, open it in the app." Hate that. If I want to know the mystery cookie on the website, you can't. You click on the mystery cookie and it says, "See it in your app."
So we don't want to see it in the app.
Yeah, I'm on the website. I want to be able to click on it.
We want to be able to click on it from where we're at.
Someone had said before that the catering menu has like all the cookies. It does not. Each store has their different catered cookies.
Right.
So you have to go to different stores to see it. That's how I ended up finding the picture for this. Mm-hmm. So I actually went to I probably went to 10 different stores looking for the catering menu of one that had that. Only one store out of the 10 that I looked at had that oatmeal raisin cookie on their catering menu. Some of them, like our area, only has the colored sugar cookies, like the frosted sugar cookies. That's the only thing, and the chocolate chip cookie. That's the only ones on the catering menu beyond the week's cookies that you can get. Other stores had tons of different cookies on there, but they don't all have every cookie on there.
So when you see that picture from Crumbl at the end of the oatmeal raisin, be thankful for it because
we worked for it.
We worked for it, and like I said, don't have any information.
There's always because I wish they had a feedback form because I'd give them feedback all the time on their website, their app, and all kinds of stuff.
Well, one more
I'm trying to be constructive criticism. This would make things better.
This would make things better. This isn't a negative thing. It's frustrating to me when you go there and you can't find pictures.
I'd say it'd be frustrating to anybody that wanted nutritional information.
Yes, absolutely. Like, is there anything in there I'm allergic to? Don't know because I can't find it. There's one more thing I would like to comment on this week. If you're wondering why this video is so late, it's because the pumpkin pie cookie was not ready at our location until about 9:45.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
So we kept checking and checking and checking. They have the stuff. The stuff's there. Yeah, the stuff's there. It's just that they haven't made it. They got behind. The thing that is frustrating though is if you were to go anywhere else, if you were to go to Hardee's, McDonald's, whatever, and say, I want that egg McMuffin for breakfast, and they're like, oh, well, we just haven't had time to make it yet. Well, you wouldn't go back there for breakfast in the morning. They would get frustrating, but it seems like week after week, it's like an excuse almost, like they just haven't had time to make it. So, but I think then they need to get there earlier. Get there earlier.
There are people leaving when I come in sometimes.
Oh, I believe they get there. So
they have their early bakers come in.
I think they get there. I think there's people that get there at the crack of dawn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But there's not enough.
There's not enough.
There's not enough.
There's just not enough people. And I know companies right now are having a hard time keeping people and finding people to work for whatever reason. You know, I'm sure they're running into the same struggles that everybody else is getting people.
Yeah, but
it still, as a consumer, it is.
Yes,
frustrating.
and if you were to go to any other restaurant, if you were to go to any other place, that would not be acceptable. You know, that shouldn't be the norm. And at least at our store, that is starting to be the norm.
At least every other week.
Is there's always one that's not ready, and that should not be the norm. But to end on a positive note, this is the week to go.
Yeah,
this truly.
And whoever made the cookies this morning did an excellent job.
They did a wonderful job. They're beautiful, and they really. This is a good group to choose from because there's something for everybody here.
Yeah, and you could buy 50 of those pumpkin pie cookies and have them for your family Thanksgiving.
You could, and I don't always feel that way. I wouldn't always say, "Oh, you have to go this week." There's been weeks where I thought, "Nah, I would skip this week."
Yeah,
this isn't one of those weeks. This is a week I would go. So I'm assuming they're closed on Thursday.
They are.
Okay, for Thanksgiving. So you won't get the same number of days to enjoy these, but I guess they'll still have the pumpkin pie after. So, but I will have a picture for you at the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. We always appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next week.